Hi there. My name is Lance Ewing, and I've been teaching for the National Alliance for Insurance Education for over 20 years as a faculty member. And it's been a pleasure doing the teaching. In addition to that, I've also been in the risk management in the hospitality and leisure industry for well over 20 years. And having seen a lot of a lot of claims cross my desk in my risk profession, I can tell you that one of the biggest claims that we see are soft tissue and lifting. Those tend to be two of the largest you'll see in hotels, casinos, restaurants, those areas. And one of the things that we try to do is try to prevent them. And what's going on right now is you're studying in the risk control space, and in risk control is trying to prevent those from happening. Not just prevention, but mitigation as well too. And I can tell you that one profession that seems to have a lot of those type of soft tissue injuries is housekeeping in hotels. Think about housekeeping in hotels. It is one of the most thankless jobs. It is a tough job. It's absolutely difficult. Every day you are cleaning, you are making beds, you are taking sheets down, you are dusting, you are cleaning bathrooms, etc. That's a lot on a body, if you will, so to speak. And we're trying to prepare those rooms for the next guest so it can be refreshed, as we say in the industry, refreshed and ready to go for the next head that hits the bed. So in housekeeping, we see these injuries that occur mostly from lifting, mostly from back injuries and soft tissue injuries. And while they're lifting the bed in order to put those clean sheets on that we all love and checking the rooms and doing those type of things, there can be some injuries. And those injuries many times could be prevented through training and through audits, as well as, as well as in proper lifting techniques. It's so much so that the state of California recently provided a rule and regulation that says housekeepers in anywhere in California who has a hotel must be trained on proper lifting and cumulative trauma in regards to any type of housekeeping activities. And that's a mandated 20 minutes every single year annually for anybody who's in housekeeping. Other states are looking at that as well in order to begin to diminish the number of claims that are happening from these service providers. In addition to normal training, both mandated as well as within the hotel in which they work in, housekeepers also are aware that they have to lift properly. And a lot of this comes from, a lot of the injuries we see tend to come from those individuals that are new to the profession. They're ready to go and they're anxious and they're passionate and they want to do things, which can lead itself to injuries. So that is one of the things why training is so important, especially for the new employees in the housekeeping space. Additionally, those that are seasoned, if you will, housekeeping employees as well, as you get older, like myself, as you get older, you tend to have a way to have a shortcut, if you will. And sometimes those shortcuts can lead to injuries. That's why training is so important. In addition to auditing, having someone from the housekeeping or a housekeeping manager, supervisor, or director of housekeeping watch someone make a bed, lift properly, move carts, do all of those things is valuable and important because you can help correct it before it becomes a problem. And prevention is key. And that's what we're studying right now is in risk control. How do we prevent it? Once the accident happens, how do we mitigate that to get that employee back to work? But not only back to work, we want them to come back to work and not repeat that same injury again and again. That's just a glimpse into one aspect of hospitality and risk control and safety.